Thanks very much for joining us. Another episode of Talkin' Fight coming your way with Neil the Deal. Neil tonight has got a special episode lined up, all on Héctor Camacho. Let us have it, Neil.
Hey, good evening, guys. How are you? Nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. How you been, Graham? Everything good over there? How you been?
Super good, preparing for this Christmas season. Having a lot of fun. I got to say, it's a good time of the year, despite the COVID.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Guys, our future's bright, okay? Just keep the faith. This will go away. It's not forever. My mom always used to say, it's not forever, all right? If you're in bad shape, it's not going to be forever. Just keep your chin up, keep your chin up, and keep your chin up. That's what you got to do, all right? Boom, boom, boom. Fight back. Don't let them, stay in there, all right? Just keep her going. Keep her going. You guys are doing good. You're doing good. All right, so listen, Graham. We're going to talk tonight about one of my favorite guys. I really followed this guy closely. I guess it was just his flamboyancy from the beginning that I liked. I mean, my favorite rock and roller is David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen. So, you know what I mean. I kind of liked the guy, the way he dressed, the way he presented himself in the ring, the way he entered the ring. Whatever he was doing, this guy is cool. Like, this guy was super cool. He was a cool cat, you know what I mean? And a hell of a fighter. So we're going to talk about Héctor Macho Camacho tonight, all right? So he basically, he was born Héctor Luís Camacho Matías. I guess he just dropped that Matías at the end because it just sounded better, just Camacho, right? He was born May 24th, 1962. He was born in Bahrain, Puerto Rico. Rico suave. You know what I mean? He's pure Rico. So this guy's a serious cat. He could possibly be the best fighter out of Puerto Rico. I'm not saying that yet. If you guys got any ideas, let us know. Comment about that little comment. But Camacho, there's not many guys out of Puerto Rico that are going to lay a beating to him, if you know what I mean. So anyways, he was born there in Puerto Rico, but he moved to the United States, New York City to be exact, in 1965. And his parents had split up. So he was having a pretty rough early time in his life, moving out of Puerto Rico, coming to a new country, and then having his parents split up, So that was kind of crazy. He basically grew up in Spanish Harlem, all right? Part of New York City, Spanish Harlem. Freaking tough neighborhood, man. Like, I don't know. It's tough. New York City is a tough place to live. So, and he was in the thick of it at a very young age. So you got to remember, he was probably rocking and rolling with some of the wrong people, if you know what I mean, Graham. He's basically poor from another country. He doesn't have a job. He's just a kid. So he starts rolling with the wrong guys, I guess you would have to say. So as a teen, he got into a lot of street fights as a teen. He was arrested a number of times for fighting, and he held his own. So he realized at a young age that fighting was something he was good at. So he decided to become a boxer. That's what his decision was. Somebody must have said, hey, you can't keep fighting in the streets. You're just going to go to jail. So you might as well come in the gym and learn how to fight properly, and he did. And look what happened to him. He became one of the greatest of all time guys, the greatest of all time. So he had an extensive amateur career, unbelievable amateur career. He started at 16 years old, 1978. He was only 16. He started his amateur career. He won in that career 3 New York City Golden Glove championships. That in itself is unbelievable. 3 Graham Golden Gloves, New York City. 1978, he won a flyweight title, amateur title called sub novice, which was guys that were below 112 pounds. Now, funny enough, Neil the Deal, when I was in grade 9, was 112 pounds. Now, I'm not even going to go there. I'm working on it. But anyways, it ain't no 112, I'll tell you that. In 1979, he won an open championship. I believe these were all Golden Gloves, right? They're open. It was an open championship in the 118-pound category bantamweight. 1980 won the same thing, open championship, 119 pounds. And then in 1980, he also won the 125-pound intercity championship, New York City. So this guy's amateur career was amazing. He was a winner right off the hop. You know what I mean, Graham? He was literally a winner right from day one. So his amateur career consisted of 100 fights. He had 100 amateur fights. All right. He won 96 of the 100. He was 96-4 in his amateur career. So what's that, Graham? And you know,
it's a lot.
It's like 96% winner. I just thought if you could do you got 100 fights, Graham. He won 96. What's the percentage there?
96.
Hey, you're paying attention. Right on, Graham. You're doing well. All right, guys. See that? Graham's doing better now.
My math is improving.
Yeah, you're improving, Graham. Definitely. All right. That's good to see. Keep it up. All right. So he turned pro. Camacho, my man, turns pro 1980. All right. He fights as a pro. He fought in 7 weight divisions. All right. He fought in 7 weight divisions. He fought in the super featherweight division, where he was the WBC champion from 1983 to 84. He fought in the lightweight division, where he was the WBC champion from 1985 to 1987. He was also the light welterweight champion twice, 1989 and 1992, WBO. All right, so WBO light welterweight champion. He was also the WBO welterweight champion. And that's for the championships. That was it. Then so he fought in super feather, lightweight, light welterweight, light middleweight, and super middleweight. Okay, so this guy's who does that? There's very few people that can do this. Tommy Hearns, Camacho. How do you, Graham? 7 weight divisions? Is that normal?
Over our lifetimes, going up those rates, yes, that's normal. Okay.
Yeah, but is it normal to fight in 7 weight divisions?
Oh, fight in 7 weight divisions.
Yeah.
No.
What are you talking about? Are you paying attention over there? He's fighting 7 weight divisions.
I guarantee you, as I've grown up, I've gone through 7 different weight divisions. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's 10 pounds a year since I was 15, 16. So, I'm a young guy now, so I'm put it that way. At least 5 a year, put it that way.
But Macho Camacho, he's a winner in each division. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what he's been able to accomplish. So let's just talk a little bit about his first fight, last fight, this kind of stuff. So his first fight was August 12th, 1980. And funny enough, he was outpointed by a guy named Davis Brown. Outpointed in his first pro fight in flyweight. He was a flyweight when he first came in, the first pro fight. His last fight was May 14th, 2010. And funny enough, he lost the decision to Saul Dragon. Saul Dragon. So he started his career with a loss and ended his career with a loss. But as we're going to see here, that didn't happen very often. So everything was like the loser sandwich. The losers were at each end and everybody else got squashed in between those guys. You know what I mean? The other 90 whatever people, done. Completely destroyed. So anyways, total fights, 88 fights in his career, pro career. Wins, 79 wins. All right? 38 by KO, 41 by decision. So look at the guy's KO to decision wins. And what that tells you is not only could he knock you out, but he could also last the distance all the way, 10, 12, 15 rounds. He won 41 fights by decision. I don't even know if that could be a record right there. I really don't know. If you guys know, let us know, because I don't know anybody else. Do you, Graham? 41 decision wins?
These days, not many fighters are having 41 fights.
That's right. They don't have a career of that, you know. That's what I've also noticed. These older cats had very long and illustrious careers, whereas a lot of guys these days are coming out 20, 30, maybe 40 fights. 50 is a big number, I think, now. I don't even Floyd Mayweather stopped at 50. He's 50-0, right? So not many guys go over the 50 mark. Funny enough, he won his first 38 bouts, Graham. So he was 38-0 before he got a loss. So his totals are with this: 88 total fights, 79 wins, 6 losses. He lost 6 fights, all by decision in his career, which meant he went the distance with everybody, but he lost those 6, right? And the first loss was February 23rd, 1991. So, and he had three draws in his career, 3 draws. So let's talk a little bit more about who he actually fought. You know what I mean, Graham? Like, he's got 88 fights. Let's go through the list of the guys that he fought. And guys out there, everybody, get your pen and paper out. I'm not going to race through them too quick because I want you to take a look at some of these guys, and they're all thumbs up guys. So he never dodged anybody. He fought the best of the best all the time. And when I saw this list, I was blown away. I mean, I saw probably 90% of these fights, but I saw all the title fights. I know that for sure. But it's just unbelievable who he ended up actually in his career fighting. So let's go through it. First guy I got here, it's going kind of in chronological order, guys. So he started in around 80, but he didn't really fight any big names till about 83. So we're going to go all the way through to when he retired. And these are the guys each year that he fought against. And guys you should look out for: Google, share. You know, if you guys are checking these guys out, share them with your friends and all that jazz. All right. So we got Raphael Limon. Raphael Limon. 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 All right. We got Jose Luis Ramirez. Jose Luis Ramirez. He fought Edwin Rosario. Rosario was a major guy, Graham. Check him out, Rosario. Oh, I saw some of his fights. Absolute brutal. That guy was a monster. This guy was really good too. I really liked him. Cornelius Boza Edwards. Check out Boza Edwards. Cornelius. He was fantastic. He was really good. All these guys are, Graham, all these guys I'm naming off are basically world champions. They're at the top of every division. That these guys were all champs, literally, or close to it. They all fought for titles, guaranteed. The next guy in line, we're talking about Howard Davis. Howard Davis Jr., all right? He was phenomenal. We got one of my favorite guys. And we talked about him in an earlier episode. If you guys want to check him out, that would be Raymond Boom Boom Mancini. He fought Mancini. And he won. He beat Mancini. All right? Another guy. This guy was an absolute wrecking ball. He would rip guys limb to limb. Any fights I saw him in, I felt bad for his opponents. You know what I mean, Graham? It was like, do you really want to do this, dude? Because you must need the money or something. Because that would be probably my last request, is try to fight with this guy. And that was Vinny Pazienza. Check out Vinny. Wow. Hey, Vinny, if you're out there, dude, checking Neil the Deals, you were the bomb, bro. Thanks for your right on, champ. And you fought Camacho. I saw that one. And we're going to let you guys check it out. Check out Vinny and Camacho. That was ridiculous. JC Chavez, another big name. This guy was a real big name. He was probably considered pound for pound at the time, around 93, 94. He was the champion. And he was a real champion. I used to love watching him. We're going to talk more about him in a future episode. That would be Felix Trinidad. We'll talk about him a little bit later. And next year, we're going to continue with these guys. He fought Roberto Duran, and won. Beat Roberto Duran. 71-1, but he still lost to the Camacho. You know what I mean? Camacho took him down. You took him down. That's a serious one. All right, so we got some of the bigger ones now coming up at the end of his career, around in the late 90s. Sugar Ray Leonard, my number one guy. Sugar Ray Leonard fought Camacho. You guys got to watch that fight. It was unbelievable. Guess what happened? Graham, can you guess?
It's a toss of the coin. I'm going to guess Leonard.
Wrong.
Wow.
Leonard lost. Camacho, Macho, RIP, bro. You took him down. You took down Neil the Deal's number one. Maybe I got to reevaluate the list. Maybe I underestimated this guy. Maybe he could be number one. I might have to revise the list on I don't know. Anyways, he actually beat Sugar Ray Leonard, all right? That was going to be March 1st, 1997. All right, that's the fight you guys want to check out with Sugar Ray. All right, he fought another one of my big boys, one of the guys that I really took a liking to, and he didn't fare as well as he should have in this one, but he fought my man Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya. So he actually took on De La Hoya, and De La Hoya took him down. It was a loss.
Well, I'm afraid we're having some technical difficulties. We seem to have lost Neil the Deal. Let's see if he pops back in.